Was the investment and the risk that I took on this car worth it? 44 litres. Let's brim this tank. Now the car's got a full tank. No engine management lights. Time to go take it for a blast. It's only right. My bloody hell. That was a beast.
Yeah, I think my heart is coming out right now.
Let's do this. That is the Mercedes GT63s. So, the Mercedes GT63s is finally fixed. Today, I'm gonna take the car for a test drive, and as you know, this car still got one more fault code in it. The sensor rotor adaptation. Yeah, you know it. It's been there for so long from the beginning. Last week, we finally managed to sort out the issues from bank 2. One more fault code. How do we sort that out? There's 2 steps. On the machine, you gotta clear the fault code. Secondly, you got to test drive it and go through a process. It's an adaptation that's needed to do it. At the end of the video, I'm going to do a full cost breakdown to let you know how much everything has cost, all the parts, the labor, and whatever it has to get the car up and running to where it is now from when it was a non-runner. It's been such a long journey. Let's go hit the roads. Okay, so as I said, the first step is resetting of the values for sensor rotor adaptation. Once I do that, the machine will instruct me to go for a test drive in order to do the adaptation process. So let's go for it. Coolant temperature between 5 and 100 degrees, no problem. Continue. The sensor rotor adaptation values are erased. Done. So now all we gotta do is hit the roads and complete the process. And this time we will be successful. The reason I say that is because previously we had faults from bank 2 in regards to the timing. And because of that, we could not do it. It just wouldn't work. We've done it like 10 times. It didn't work. Today, I am 99.99998% sure that it's going to work. So let's hit the roads. So this video is kindly sponsored by Car Vertical. Trusted by over 1 million people across 50 plus countries, it is the #1 comprehensive vehicle check service. So let's punch in a registration and let's see what we find. So straight away, you get a snapshot of the vehicle and I can see that it's had some damage in the past. Let's check it out. So according to this report, it shows that this vehicle has been damaged and also marked as an insurance write-off. Scroll down and you even get to see pictures of when it was auctioned off. Look at the damage on that. Car Vertical can save you from buying cars with hidden histories. So make sure you use this next time you buy a car. And if you scroll further down, you can see other useful information such as theft, any sort of odometer changes in the past. In this case, you can see that the mileage is consistent with the age of the vehicle. When you go to use Car Vertical, be sure to use the promo code NAMS to get yourself a 10% discount or using the link in the description. Now back to the GT63. Check this guys, yeah? This car's so new, it's still got the sticker from manufacturer, how to break in a new vehicle. Below 1,000 miles, no full load operation, no kickdown. Damn. Join the AMG private lounge. Yeah, why not? After all this headache. Okay, so next step. Perform teaching process, sensor rotor adaptation during driving operation. And for that, the car needs to be above 600 RPM, which I am. It's on idle. In order to do this, I need to set the gears to manual. There you go. That's manual gears. I must stay in gear 1 and keep the revs above 4,000 RPM. And from that, I have to do 11 decelerations, and each deceleration has to last for at least 4 seconds. Sounds a bit complicated, but I'll get the hang of it. First gear, let's go. Go above 4,000 RPM and decelerate. Yep, I've done 7, 8, 9. I've done 9 so far. By the way, it doesn't mean I have to do it 9 times. It's how long it lasts for. That's it, done. So if I pull over, I'll show you what it says on the screen. Adaptation was completed successfully. Continue. Do we still have an engine management light? Yes, we do. So what I now need to do is go back to the main screen and clear the codes with the ignition off, and we should have a clean dash. Let's do it. Erase codes. Trouble codes are not detected. Once I start the car, that will confirm if it's actually resolved or not, or it may just come back. Moment of truth, guys. And just look at that. Tell me what that says. All I can see is a handbrake. This is where the engine management light was. Nothing else left. Clean dash. Tire pressure. Oh, it's not touchscreen. Check tyres. Service ain't overdue. We've just had a major service, so no worries about that. Reserve fuel level. We'll go get a full tank now. And that's it. This machine is going to get packed away. So now the Mercedes GT63s is 100%. How do I prove it? All I need to do now is switch it from comfort to race mode. Let's go for a blast. Let's go. Bloody hell! I can tell you one thing, this car's definitely not on limp mode anymore. This car's a beast.
Yeah, I think my heart is coming out right now.
I can definitely feel all 640 horses on the wheels. I just can't believe this, man. The car I've been working on for the last few months, here it is. Engine's alive, no engine lights. Sounds like a bloody beast. This car's scary, man. There's only 37 miles on the range, so let's get some well-deserved V-power into this beast. Let's see what this car takes. Shell
Is this the
V-power.
first full tank you've ever put in, yeah?
I think so, yeah.
Let's see how much it takes. Let me tell you guys something about Nams. He hates fueling up his cars. He hates it. No matter what, he does not want to fuel up any of the cars.
Thank you, man.
Nams is too famous. He's got his fans here. What are we on now?
70 quid and
Still going, guys.
44 litres. Let's brim this tank.
£125 exact.
Now the car's got a full tank, no engine management lights. It's time to go take it for a blast. It's only right.
Ready to go?
Yeah, let's go, let's hit the roads.
245 miles, is that all you get?
245 miles, that's what it says. I'll be lucky if I even get that. 4-litre twin-turbo V8 running 640 horses. This is one of the fastest AMGs from factory. I doubt it's gonna get you 245. We're gonna have to find out, I guess. So this car has a 0 to 60 of 2.9 seconds. What's the point of saying it unless I show you? Let's put this car into launch control mode. First you flick it to race, and it's quite straightforward. Put it to drive, hold the brakes, and smash the pedal.
The whole car's vibrating.
The whole car is shaking like it wants to just fly off. Let's do this. That is the Mercedes GT63s. Alright, so I'm sure you guys really want to know, more than anything right now, how much I've spent on this vehicle so far. Let's do that. Got a bunch of receipts here, all from Mercedes. I'm going to give you a full cost breakdown of parts and labor as well. Let's start off with the parts. So first of all, this car, as you know, it overheated and it needed 2 head gaskets replaced. So head gaskets and head bolts for the cylinder head cost me £314. We also ordered 2 oil coolers for the front, because if you remember, the whole reason this engine failed is because the oil coolers had some damage on it and all the coolant fell out, and from that the car was driven, it overheated to the point that it would not start anymore and there was literally no compression in the engine. Anyway, 2 oil coolers, they cost a total of £526. Now if you remember, I had that annoying problem where the ESP was just kicking in like crazy, and we found out it was the wheel bearings. That was, however, quite expensive, and both of the wheel bearings turned out to be £939. By the way, these are all genuine Mercedes receipts, no aftermarkets, and the reason for that is because it's very hard to get used parts on a car like this. It's just too new. Engine, oil and filter, £126. 1 litre of transmission oil, £25. 2 camshaft sensors when we were diagnosing the Bank 2 issues, £80. A brand new battery because it was completely flat when I bought the car and it needed to be replaced. We tried to charge it, but it wasn't working. A timing chain, tensioner and adjuster, again for the Bank 2 issues, which finally resolved the problems of the GT63s, and that cost me £848. Now remember, when a vehicle overheats, the cylinder heads lose shape, which I showed you in part 1 and part 2. We measured the surface and showed you that it needed to be skimmed down to flatten it out. To skim both cylinder heads was £250. That is all the parts boxed off. Now I'm going to tell you about labour. So as you know, I'm the owner of Boost Performance. It hasn't cost me a quarter of what it would cost me if I was to give this to a specialist or something along them lines. So let's give it a full breakdown of labour on this car. First of all, remove the engine, strip it down, rebuild it, put it back together, a total of 3 days. Once we started the car up, we found out that we had the wheel hub issue. To diagnose that and repair it, that took us a total of 1 day. Now, the fault from Bang 2, which I'd say was the most traumatizing part of this whole build. It took me 6 days to figure that out and repair it. That comes to a total of 10 days. So, what's the total cost? For the parts, it came up to £3,381. For 10 days of labour, it cost me £2,000. That is a grand total of £5,380. I bought this car for £86,000. Was the investment and the risk that I took on this car worth it? Absolutely. These cars retail easily at £120,000. That's an easy profit margin of £28,600. That is mind-boggling. The risk I took here is knowing that if the engine is smashed up inside, I'd have to get a new one. I only needed to get a head gasket, and of course all these other parts I had to get alongside. At the end, it didn't cost me anything near what I expected it for it to cost. So this project has been very, very successful. Just look at this beast of a car. Very, very different. I've now pulled out the workshop and the colour really stands out well. Absolute beast this is. It's powered by a V8 twin turbo running 640 horses. Absolutely love it. Look at this. I really, really love the aero pack. Gives you the spoiler and also the rear diffuser as well. So this project is basically now complete. What's next, you might ask? I'll tell you what, I've just been blasting this car around. I actually don't feel like it's loud enough and it's not aggressive enough. Even though it's got 640 horses, my GTR has about 680 bhp and that feels 10 times more aggressive than this does. That's probably because it's very quietened down, the exhaust and whatnot. This being a 21 plate has an OPF filter. So I'll tell you what's happening next. We are going for the B800 package. That is our stage 2 setup with dam pipes, and we're going to up the power. We're going to boost this car up to around 750 bhp. That is what we're going to do in the next video, so look forward to that. So what's happening after I tune the car? Am I going to be selling this car on the market? Am I going to send it back to auction? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to be giving this car away to one of you guys. That's right. This car is going to be available on Boost competitions where one of you guys are going to win this car. Remember, this car is worth £120,000 and I would love to see one of you guys get your hands on it. All you have to do is enter the competition when it goes on there. For now, we have this stunning BMW 430i M Sport Grand Coupe. Entries are only £3.99. It's got massive, massive spec. Just look at it. It's in metallic grey with red leather interior. Entries are selling out fast. Get involved, guys, before it's gone. You don't want to miss this one. So that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you very, very much for all of you guys who have tuned in for all of this series so far. It's not over yet, as we still have the tune coming next video. But what a journey it's been. I've had to be very patient through the process, and you know what? Success comes at the end. You work hard, you strive hard, you get good results. That's where we are today. And I'm now next to this beast on the road. We've did it. Boost Performance has done it again. Make sure you guys smash that like button, drop me a comment, and if you're new, subscribe to my channel because I got loads more projects coming up in the next few months and I can't wait to show it to you all. Until next time, peace out.